Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
And
Happy Monday.
happy Monday. Yes, happy Monday.
Spring equinox. Happy first day of spring. Oh, I can just feel the energy in the air today of newness, freshness, everything coming into blossom in divine timing with divine planning.
Yes, and that is so true. I always love spring. It's actually one of my favorite seasons because it is the time of rebirth. It is the time of renew. And it gives you this this sense of like everything is possible, right? And it's to allow ourselves to let go of our own plans and let the divine planning the divine plan to do its own thing. And today's talk, we actually are talking about trusting the divine plan, because this is where the magic happens. And already my crown chakra is completely open and I'm tingling everywhere.
Yeah, there's our plan and the plan, right? And we can plan things how meticulously we want. And things don't always turn out the way we think they should. And it doesn't make it right or wrong. It just is. It's just we weren't aware of something that was going on outside here that didn't allow something to happen.
Exactly. So, and then when you fall into alignment, into knowing that the universe has your back, you know that if plans fall through, there is actually a divine blessing behind that. And there's always a reason why things happen, they are happening, because it's a redirection and it's always good. Always. There's always something good to find in everything that comes that could be challenging at the time. And then when you take a step back, you can reflect on it and see that it was such a blessing that it just worked the way it did.
Right. I like to think of myself as a good finder. So I will find the good in whatever is going on. Oh, sorry about that. I'll find the good in my dog barking because she's warning me about something.
That is so true. And you know what, like even Ginger agrees with this divine planning, because it is actually in the good that you find in everything, that you will be actually able to find a lesson, because there's a lesson in challenges that's come in life. And it's always when it's like you find something that's challenging. When things go well, it's not usually when you learn a lesson. It's when you're getting triggered, when things actually don't really fall into the way that you thought was gonna. It's like there's a lesson there that needs to be learned.
And it's always a lesson in your character. Yes. Right? So if something doesn't go your way, clearly something hasn't gone our way, right? This is why we're talking about this topic. We had an event planned for the weekend and plans fell through and it didn't happen. And we had a couple of choices to make, right? We could have gone down the road of, oh gosh, why me? Why did this happen? Why didn't it work out the way I wanted it to? Boo-hoo, blah, blah, right?
Yeah, falling into the victim mode, right? Yes.
But what did we do? We pulled on our teachings, the things that we know, our awareness. We tapped into that and knew there was a divine plan happening. There was something outside of us that was, I'm going way up here.
Yes,
there was something
yes.
outside of us that knew something that we didn't know. So I trust in that.
Yes.
I trust in that. And I know Jacinth does as well. And that's where, this is why we're here today, smiling and knowing that something better is out there.
And that's just it, right? Like when something does not go your way or plans fall through and all of that, like it's so important to just step back, reflect, go within, regroup, right? Mastermind, and then take another actions from the intuition you are receiving to move forward. Don't dwell onto the negative aspect of something. No, it's a lesson. It's like, you know what? It happens because it happened. Let's regroup. We still have lots to offer. There's still lots of things that can be done. And let's move towards the things that we can actually do so that we can still be of service and you can be of service, because the lessons that is in us that we've learned, now we're sharing with you so you can move forward as well.
I like to think of it as a plot twist. Right? When something isn't going the way I planned and I'm moving along and all of a sudden, oh, plot twist, there we go. Okay, we're moving in a different direction, or something else, something else comes in.
The divine planning of changing the focus, because the focus was not in divine, in the divine, right? It was not in the alignment with the divine. So the universe actually made it not happen this time around, because we had to rechange the focus. And it just allowed, because we are listening to the nudges, we were allowed to take this information and refocus. It's a redirection, right? So when you take it something like that, and then you have to take it with gratitude, because thank you for this redirection, right? Because now my purpose is like redirected into, like, the plan is redirected to my purpose, to our purpose, right? To what it is that we are wanting to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not a failure when that happens, right? Like I choose to look at it as an opportunity, right? Again, I'm the good finder. So with every failure is an equivalent seed of an advantage. So there's always something in there that is like, that maybe you didn't see. Now we can, because it's cleared the space for us to be able to see what it is, where we needed to redirect, where we maybe need to reshift our focus. And yeah, I love it. I love it, actually, because it, sure, did it deflate the wind in my sails? Did my sails feel deflated for about 4 minutes? Seriously. And then it was like, okay, now what?
And I like to think of it too, right? Like, it's like when the cells like feels like there's no more wind blowing in that is the time to reflect, right? That is the time to do the reflection and to ask the questions and to just meditate on it and reflect, and just to be like, okay, so where can we refocus? We know we have something that is beyond our own. It's bigger than us that we have to offer to the world. Like, how can we go about this, right? And then you just listen. And then that's when you start getting those little nudges, right? You start to get the little nudges, and then you take action, right? And that's what we did, right? We took those 4 minutes, whatever, you just sit back, listen, ask a question, listen, take a deep breath, and keep moving forward, because the universe loves action, right? So you don't want to just stay idle, because even when you stay stuck or uninspired and not moving, you're still choosing to take an action. No action is an action, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to go into the action of like your goals. You want to go into the action of your dreams. You want to take inspired actions from the knowledge that you're receiving, so that you can move forward and then keep going back with full force.
Yep. And don't fall into the pity party, because that doesn't serve anybody, right? It doesn't serve anybody. And I know in the past, right, without this this work that we're in, without the tools and techniques and awareness that I have, I probably would have fallen into that little pity party, right? However, I have tools, techniques, environment, right? Like I'm surrounding myself with the right people who, all right, okay, well, this is what's happened. What are we going to do next? What are we going to do next?
Yes, exactly. And I have to say the same, right? And that's when, like as coaches, Michelle and I, we love to bring our knowledge and experiences so to help you, right? And that's why we're doing the work that we do, because we've gone through and we're still going through, right? Working on yourself, on your own awareness, and bring yourself closer to your own consciousness is a work that is continuous. I will always have a coach. I know Michelle will always have a coach. And that's why when you work on yourself every day and working on your own awareness, when challenge, it's not like when you actually do the work, but it's when the lessons and the challenges that's coming into your life, the circumstances, the people that will trigger you, that's when you will know that you have done the work, because you will then realize that you actually respond instead of react. You will be able to see everything as a blessing, everything as gratitude. And then it's going to make a world of a difference, because it's not going to take you out. For myself, I knew like sometimes circumstances would take me out, and I would be out for months.
Years.
I'd be out for months.
Yeah, sometimes
to get out of the rut.
Yeah.
Right. So and then I know that because I'm doing that work every single day, that it allows me to actually like take on the challenges, accept the assignment, and then move forward with it to learn the lesson, because the lessons will keep on coming.
With a smile, because really, like something, and this is where a sense of humor comes in, because you need to, first of all, we need to not take this life so seriously, because there are so many blessings. And if you don't try, how are you going to know? So, okay, so we tried something. It didn't work out exactly the way we wanted it to. That's okay. That's perfectly okay.
Something better's coming, you guys, so watch out.
Right? We even talked a little bit about this in study club this morning, where I talked about when I first bought my RV and I headed south, my intention was to live in that thing for the rest of my life, honestly. And after about 5 months, getting towards the 6-month mark, I'm realizing, no, I want a full-size bathroom. I want to sleep in a regular bed. I miss the comforts of a house. I miss being in a community. So was that a failure? Heck no. Heck no.
So much growth, right?
I learned so many things about myself. I can't even begin to tell you right now. It would take up too much time. But it was, no, am I upset that did I waste my time? No, I did not. No. I can now, but now I know what I want. Now I know what I want moving forward. And that's what happens, is like I needed to go through that process to get to where I am now, so that I can see further into the future. And that's exactly what happened with us this weekend. We needed to go through all of those processes to get to where we are now, to have more clarity on our goals, how we want to serve you, and how we can create an even better environment for you.
Yes. And I love that there, Michelle, because I love this expressions. I always keep it at the top of my mind, is like, live and learn.
Live and learn.
Live and learn, right? If you don't put yourself out there and try new things, how will you know what works, what you like, what you want, right? If you don't try. It's all about exploring your own self and being aware of and growing yourself. Bring this beautiful growth. And I'm sure you've grown so much. Like I've seen the growth in you throughout your journey. And it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful to watch when you see someone where they're at. And this is why we love our job so much and what we're doing, is that you can see the journey of like where that person was and where and how they are becoming and the potential. And because we all have limitless potential. And this actually brings me up to actually something that we came up with to be of service for you guys, is that we have this beautiful 3-day workshop, Awaken Abundance. And it's amazing. We already put like a link for you to learn more about it and to register if that's something that you wish to attend. It's going to be amazing. And it's all about awakening the abundance you have within you, and because you have limited potential. So if you're ready for this, it's a free event. So you're not losing nothing, only gaining. And we are here to actually like provide this for you. And I'm just so stoked about it because I'm just like full body chill.
It's going to be amazing. It really is. And register. And even if you can't catch the live, you'll still get the workbook and you'll get the recordings. And this is something you really don't want to miss. You know, I'm thinking about spring and shaking off that winter slumber. And if you're ready to wipe that sleep out of your eyes and get out of that winter humdrum and move into spring full force, this is definitely something you want to attend. Absolutely.
Yes. And also, Michelle, what do you have this week going on?
I have a Free Your Mind, Master Your Mindset workshop coming up on Wednesday at 10 Eastern Standard. And I also have a Tea for Tuesday. Yeah, and you know what? I'm not even sure what I'm going to read yet. I'm probably going to grab my Thomas Troward book and read something out of there, because I can't go wrong reading out of that book. So what's coming to mind here is living in the spirit of it. Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say the spirit of opulence, but
yeah, well, I read that one last week and it's amazing. You know, the one thing that really stuck out to me with living in the spirit of opulence is live and let live. And how appropriate is that for even living with the divine plan, because just live and let live.
Yeah. Exactly. That's amazing. Being in the present moment and feeling the joy, right?
Yeah.
When you're in this state of ecstasy, right? That is when you are in alignment with the divine, and magical things happen, miracles happens. I always like to say, I'm taking a quote from Wayne Dyer here. I'm a realistic. I believe in miracles.
Exactly. Exactly. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. We just have to open our eyes and open our ears and open our hearts.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And feel everything with gratitude, right? Like the air that we breathe, the sun that you can feel, just waking up each day, right? So, oh my God, this is just so amazing.
What do you got going on this week? What do you got going on
this week? Yes. So I'm actually going to be doing a masterclass on Thursday at 11 o'clock, and it's all about you hold the key, because it all is within, right? So you hold the key. So that is on Thursday this week at 11 a.m. So I will be putting the link in the comment, and Michelle will put her link in the comment as well, so that you can register for her masterclass, and you can register for my masterclass as well if you wish. And also we'll put the link also for you to check out our Awaken Abundance 3-day workshop. And also on Thursday at around 1 o'clock, I actually love to go on live and pick intuitively one of my books, and I open to a page, and it's usually what is needed to be received for the whole collective, including myself, right? We're all part as one. And so this is at 1 o'clock. So make sure you join in on Instagram. And if you're part of my group, that's where it's happening as well, into my Love Essential Life community, mind, body, and soul. So
what an amazing week we've got going on here.
It is. It's time to soar, everybody. if you are tired of playing small, make sure you join us onto our masterclass, and you are going to sign up for the Awaken Abundance. I want you to sign up for the Awaken Abundance because it's going to be full of goodies. There's going to be like so much goodness, so much for you, and you're going to be receiving the workbook. If you don't register, you do not receive the workbook. That's just how it works, right? So make sure you register so you can receive all of that. So much goodness is going to be coming for you because we believe that you can tap into your full potential.
Absolutely. I believe, I believe, I believe.
I believe I can fly. And I believe you can fly too.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, everybody, have a miraculous week. Michelle, it's always an honor to do these talks with you. Thank you so much for being the beautiful self that you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaste, Jacinth.
Namaste. Take care, everyone.